All right. Good morning for our day. What day it is, I don't know. 26, right? So 26 days all about what is the chapter? My book I've gifted to my friend, and it's no more with me today. The magic.
Good morning, ma'am. Yes,
Wha-
magically transform mistakes into blessings.
Wow. Wow. It's sorry. It's the each chapter I tell you that even if you've not done the last 25 chapters, if you use today's chapter to transform your life from difficulties to um, miracles, you can do it, because we are always in a guilt when we've made some mistake, or somebody's mistake made the mistake, and you are reciprocating to that mistake, and then you start going into the negative karmic connection. That is what I understood from my life. So, in case you have any regret, you have any guilt, or you made any mistake, let's convert into most miraculous day by doing its practice. So today, again, Harpreet, I'm so grateful to you from the bottom of my heart. In this condition, you've handled it so beautifully. I cannot pay you enough gratitude. So I would love you to continue, but my throat doesn't allow me to speak much. I was not speaking yesterday. We went to a party, and that was the purpose of our coming basically here. And we had such gala time that now throat is saying, "Shut up, man, heal yourself." And immediately when I said that, I'm sorry, my throat, I misbehaved with you. Immediately, Harpreet is messaging me, and I'm saying I'll try my best if I can read it. But I'll be grateful to you, Harpreet, again for refilling the gap, and I couldn't have ever enjoyed my holiday if you were not there. Though Dimpy, Bhavna, they all are there. They can also read the chapter. But I said this time I'll give one the duty so that everything happens in the plan. Thank you so much for joining. And if you want to share any miracle, I'm there. And then you will read the chapter with Harpreet. Okay, I don't think so. Anybody wants to share? Go ahead, Harpreet, take over.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you and enjoy your holiday. This is your last day, so make it to the fullest. Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the class. It's day 26, and we always start with our class with our morning prayer. Everybody sit straight, keep your spine straight. Put your right hand on your heart. Gently close your eyes and repeat after me a daily prayer for divine blessing. Beloved Divine Father, Mother, let your divine light fill my mind with wisdom and discernment. Let your divine love fill my heart with sweetness, warmness, and compassion for all. Let your divine power fill me with inner strength to do what is right and to refrain from unwholesome action and behavior. Beloved Divine Mother, gaze upon me, your beloved child, with mercy, love, kindness, and abundance. For thou art all compassionate, thank you for your protection and love. Now remember the person who is in your thought constantly, or somebody who's troubling you a lot. Call out his name, but before that, Join your hands in Namaste position. Close your eyes and bow down your head. Now call out his name and say Atma Namaste. I, the soul, salute the divinity in you. We are all children of Supreme God. We all make mistakes. We are all evolving. I forgive you and seek for your forgiveness at all levels. Go in peace. May you be blessed with good health, happiness, prosperity, and spirituality. Take a deep breath. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rub your hands with this forgiveness energy. Yes, place it on your body where you feel pain or discomfort and repeat after me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I forgives myself. So we have reached day 26, and today we have a chapter magically transformed mistakes into blessings. Since we are humans, we are full of mistakes. We are allowed to do the mistakes. Okay? We are allowed to make mistakes. And we are allowed to make those mistakes into blessings. We can easily, magically transform them into the blessing. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Oprah Winfrey, 1954, media personality and businesswoman. She said, you can easily turn your wounds into wisdom. So जो भी आपकी गलती है, मिस्टेक है, वो आपको कहीं ना कहीं एक लेसन दे के जाती है. एंड अगर हमने वो लेसन सीख लिया तो वो रिपीट नहीं होगी. वी विल not be in that loop. Every single mistake is a blessing in disguise. Today's magical practice will prove it because you are about to discover that there are actually untold blessings hidden within every mistake. And we are always very scared to make the mistakes. हम चाहते हैं हम हमेशा perfect रहे, हम कोई mistakes नहीं करें, right? तो उसमें हम इतनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इतना स्ट्रेस ले लेते हैं कि हम लाइफ एंजॉय नहीं करते हैं. मिस्टेक्स करो. मिस्टेक्स एक डिस्गाइज है. क्यों? क्योंकि उसमें ब्लेसिंग्स है. कोई ना कोई ब्लेसिंग्स इज हिडन इन दैट मिस्टेक you are making. So let's find out what Rhonda is about to say. A child makes many mistakes while learning how to ride a bike or write. And we don't give it a second thought because we know that through their mistakes, they will learn and eventually master what they are trying to do. So, for a child, the mistakes are allowed, right? But for us, for as an adult, we say we cannot make mistakes. We have to be perfect. In fact, we can't give space to others to make mistakes, right? We always says ये तो हर बार गलतियां ही करता रहता है. काम वाली को, domestic helpers को, or maybe our family members or our spouse, we keep on counting the mistakes. When the child is allowed to make a mistake and we never ever pinpoint or say, okay, now enough. होगी मिस्टेक्स, तुमसे नहीं होगा, तुम मत करो. No, we always encourage him to get up and walk again, try to walk again till he master nahi kar leta. We keep on motivate the child, right? So same thing we can do with ourselves and others also. So why is it that adults are so hard on themselves when they make a mistake? The same rule that applies to the children also applies to you. We all make mistakes. And if we did not make them, we would never learn anything and we would not grow any smarter or any wise. अगर हम मिस्टेक्स नहीं करेंगे, अगर हम अपने मिस्टेक्स को एक्नॉलेज नहीं करेंगे, अगर हम अपने मिस्टेक्स से लर्न नहीं करेंगे, we will not be able to grow smarter or wise. It is okay to make a mistake. This is your first step to say to yourself, it is okay to make the mistake. And I accept myself. I am perfectly imperfect. Who makes mistakes? We have the freedom to make our own choices. And that means we have the freedom to make mistakes. When we say, okay, we are free to make the choices, then we are free to make the mistakes. दोनों चीजें equally goes hand in hand. Mistakes can hurt, but if we don't learn from the mistakes we have made, the pain we have suffered from it has been for nothing. So every mistake you make, you get to learn something. और अगर आपने उसमें से नहीं कुछ सीखा, that you will keep on doing that mistake again and again and again and again and again. And in the end, you'll stop doing that thing because I'm making the mistake. I'm not good at it. I'll leave it. But if you realize that mistakes can be rectified, I can learn from it and I will not make that mistake again. The pain you have suffered the first time or the second time will not go into waste. In fact, by the law of attraction, we will make the same mistakes over and over again until the consequences hurt us so much that we finally learn from it. और अगर आपने नहीं एफर्ट किया उसमें से कुछ सीखने के लिए, तो यूनिवर्स आपको जब तक वो लेसन नहीं लर्न करने थे, आप वो मिस्टेक करते जाओगे करते जाओगे करते जाओगे और इतना हर्ट हो जाओगे कि it will be beyond imaginable. Then you will remember this hurt for the rest of the life, and you will not forgive yourself and you will not forgive that mistake. You'll cause another bad memory for yourself. It is the very reason why mistakes hurt, so that we do learn from them and don't make them repeatedly. Basically, हम hurt इसीलिए होते हैं so that universe is giving you the warning. ये mistake दोबारा नहीं करनी है. ये mistake क्यों नहीं करनी दोबारा? You have to learn from it. So today, whenever you make a mistake today, take a pause. Think for it. Why did I make this mistake? What was there for me to learn? अगर नहीं समझ में आ रहा तो you can ask the universe to tell you. Simply ask universe, what I have to learn from this mistake, from this hurt. Please guide me. Please break this loop so that I don't repeat this mistake again. To learn from mistake, we must have to own it. So whatever the reason it is, whether it's your mistake, whether it's your hurt, whether it's your acknowledgement is very, very important. First step is to acknowledge the mistake, acknowledge the hurt. And this is where many people can become undone because they often blame someone else for their mistake. It's a human tendency and it's a very easy way to put a blame on other person. मैं जा रही थी, पानी पड़ा था, I slipped. ये पानी किसने गिरा? I blame that person and start shouting at him. But if I also have eyes, I can also see, I can also walk mindfully. I can also be aware of the fact that water could be on the floor. So why should I blame others? Like ma'am says, you take 100% responsibility for what is happening in your life. No one else is responsible for anything happening in your life. So if you're making any mistake, own that mistake, acknowledge it that you have done it, and you can say it's okay. It's okay for me to make a mistake. I'm a human being. I'm allowed to make a mistake. You are human. You will make mistakes. And it's one of the most beautiful things about being human. But you must learn from your mistakes, otherwise, your life will have a lot of unnecessary pain. So, as a human, you are allowed to make a mistake, and it's a beautiful thing. You can accept that fact, right? But as a human, as a person with the brain, we should own our mistake. Otherwise, we will be having this mistake over and over again, and the hurt will be multiplying, right? नो मैटर हम एक बात पे बहुत रो सकते हैं, हंस नहीं सकते एक जोक पे बार बार, बट हम अपनी एक पेन पे रोज उसको याद करके 100 टाइम्स रो सकते. दिस इज सो पावरफुल. माय वॉइस इज नॉट क्लियर. माय वॉइस इज नॉट क्लियर. आई होप इट्स क्लियर. हेलो. इज इट ओके? नॉट क्लियर. ओके. ओके, थैंक यू जोफिन. Okay. So you are human, you will make mistakes, and it's one of the most beautiful things about being human, but you must learn from your mistakes. Otherwise, your life will have a lot of unnecessary pain. And how do you learn from your mistake? She's also telling you what to do. Gratitude. The answer for that is gratitude. No matter how bad something may happen, there are always many things to be grateful for. When you look for as many things as you can to be grateful for in a mistake, you magically transform the mistake into blessings. Mistakes attract more mistakes, blessings attract more blessings. Which would you prefer? So, where you put your focus, the things will go. That thing will go. So, if you say, oh, mistake ho gayi, what have I done? I shouldn't have done this. I'm not good enough. I don't see where I'm going. I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. So what you're telling yourself is making you all the more attract more and more mistakes. Because you are telling yourself that you're not allowed to make mistakes. It's not easy. It is not for you to make a mistake. So the body says, okay, I'll make more mistakes. If you say no, I'll do more. Because even if to a child, if you say no, he will do more and more. So you start attracting more mistakes. You start doing more mistakes. कभी ऐसा हुआ है ना कि सुबह उठे और एक चीज गलत हुई तो सारा दिन ही आपका खराब गया. Why? Because on the first mistake, you got so scared. You start, you know, having a negative feeling. You did not say cancel, cancel, cancel. I'm allowed to make mistake. It is easy. It is okay. So what is happening is you are making the mistakes again and again and again and again. But if you say, okay, ये गलती हुई, I'm allowed to make the mistakes. So what will happen? You will find the blessing. क्यों हुई ये mistake में से? क्या चीज थी जो मुझे learn करनी थी? तो उस लर्निंग से वो मिस्टेक वहीं फिनिश हो जाएगी और यू कैन से अच्छा मुझे 2 मिनट सांस लेनी थी. आई वाज अबाउट टू सिट but I was not getting the time. I was in a hurry. So the universe is telling me to sit down. Okay. Telling me to sit down, right? And take a pause. Sit for 2 minutes and then go, get up and do your work. So always look for the blessing in your mistake because universe is telling you in different ways. Yesterday we were looking for cues, right? But today the universe is telling us that every mistake is there to tell you something, to teach you something. So decode karo, pause karo, decode that mistake, learn from that mistake, and then move forward. Find the blessings, and most importantly, find the blessing in your mistake. Today, think about a mistake you have made in your life. It does not matter whether it's a big or a small mistake, but choose one that still hurts when you think about it. Maybe you lost your temper with a person close to you. The relationship hasn't been the same since. आपकी किसी से लड़ाई हुई और उसके बाद आप उससे बात नहीं कर रहे या आप बात कर रहे हो तो सुपरफिशियल है. Maybe you put blind faith in another person and got burned. किसी ने आपको cheat किया. Maybe you told a white lie to protect someone. Because of it, you ended up in a difficult situation. किसी को protect करते करते आप फंस गए उस situation में. You might have chosen the cheaper option or something, and it all went wrong. Ended up costing you a whole lot more. आपने कोई चीज बाय करी या कुछ ऐसा डिसीजन लिया जिसमें आपने पैसे बचाने की कोशिश करी बट इनफैक्ट आपको वो भी प्राइस पड़ा और आपको अच्छा वाला भी लेना पड़ा तो somehow you paid more than you expected. You might have thought you were making the right decision, but something about it completely backfired. So here we can do, uh, you know, acknowledgement. So think of one situation. We'll do it later on, but think of one situation and keep it in your mind or write it down somewhere. The mistake you want to own. It could be a small mistake, or it could be a bigger mistake. She has given you so many options here. So identify one mistake. Take 1 minute, right? And identify this mistake you want to acknowledge. So once you're done, show me thumbs up. Okay. So I hope you have acknowledged one mistake, you want to own it, right? So let's move forward. Once you have chosen a mistake to magically transform into blessings, look for the things to be grateful for. To help you, there are two questions you can ask yourself. Now, since you have identified the mistake, you want to own it. Now, the Rhonda is saying, ask yourself, what did I learn from the mistake? So take a pause, go back to the mistake you have acknowledged. Now, ask, yourself, what did I learn from the mistake? And the next question is, what are the good things that came out of the mistake? If I say that I put a blind faith in another person and got burned, somebody cheated me. So, what did I learn from this mistake is that I have to be careful in future for putting my faith in somebody, trusting somebody. I have to be careful, choose the right person to trust so that I don't get burned. And what are the good things that came out of this mistake? Now in future, I will get less burn. I'm not going to say I am so perfect that in future I will only trust a person I can easily identify. Maybe again I'll make a mistake, but my mistake will come down to maybe a one or two. So the lesson I learned is to be more careful to trust people in future. But it doesn't mean that I will not trust, but I'll be a little careful. Right. So this thing I learned, and I hope that you also learn from that mistake. Same thing you can do with all the mistakes you have already done or you will do today. You will take a pause and ask yourself, what did I learn from the mistake and what are the good things that came out of the mistakes? These are two very important questions. If you don't have the book, you can write it down. The most important things to be grateful for about every mistake are the things you learn from it. And no matter what the mistake, there are always many good things that came out of you and altered your future for the better. Think this through very carefully and see if you can find a total of 10 blessings to be grateful. Every blessings you find has magical power. Write out your list in gratitude journal and tie them on the pillow. So, and let me share one of my experience that earlier when I used to do the cooking, now my cook is there. So I used to burn myself a lot. छोटे छोटे burns हो जाते hand में because I was always in a hurry. I was teaching. I was always used to burn myself. अभी भी थोड़े थोड़े हल्के हैं marks मेरे fade हो रहे हैं. And I never used to realize why this is happening. And suddenly one day I was sitting and I realized that too many marks are there on my both of my hands. And what am I doing? Why am I burning myself so much? And it pains a lot also. And marks bhi reh jate hain. It doesn't look nice. What am I doing? Why am I making so many mistakes? Why can't be I careful while cooking? And then suddenly I was just sitting and I was just analyzing it. And thought came to my mind that I'm angry with me. Okay, Yogita. Okay, let me just just one. Okay, am I audible now? It's better? Okay. So I was just analyzing my situation that why I'm burning myself. And then suddenly a thought came to my mind that I'm angry with myself. Yes.
I'm angry with myself, so I keep burning myself. Then I started, making, reading the affirmations that it is okay for me to be angry. And then I started releasing the anger. And I try to be, I try doing the breath work and calm myself. And after that, it stopped. It stopped. So small, small things which you are doing it unknowingly and you don't pay attention to it is there for you to teach you something. So that thing made me more relaxed, more calmer, and I stopped burning myself after that. Yes. So today, whenever you recall any mistakes you have done in the past, or you will do it today, sit down, take a pause, and think about it and ask two questions. Rhonda has told you, what did I learn from the mistake? And what are the good things that came out of that mistake? So she's giving example also. Let's take the example of being caught speeding by the police car and receiving a fine. So what happens is when we are in a hurry, we are speeding a car, and whenever we see a policeman, we get scared that now he might call us to the side and give us a ticket or something like that. But she's saying कि fine mila bhi hai. If you have given a fine, then it's okay. Say, I'm grateful to the police for wanting to protect me from harming myself because, after all, that was all they were trying to do. So instead of getting scared or instead of blaming कि इन्होंने मेरा और टाइम वेस्ट कर दिया, इन्होंने मुझे फाइन भी दे दिया और अब मैं लेट भी हो रही हूँ, we can say that maybe पुलिस ने मुझे रोक लिया, आगे कुछ गलत होना था मेरे साथ. Now the police have protected me from harming myself. कोई accident हो जाता. Or I'm grateful to the police because if I'm honest with myself, I was thinking about other things and I wasn't concentrating on the road. The road is not for me. Everybody is driving. अगर मैं concentrate नहीं करूंगी, मैं rules break करूंगी, तो somehow मैं किसी और को भी hurt कर सकती हूँ. So I'm grateful to the police that he is giving me this thought that okay, be honest with you. Think about other person also on the road. Or I'm grateful to the police because it was foolish to put myself at the risk speeding with a tire that needed to be replaced. अगर मैं स्पीड कर रही हूँ तो ब्रेक नहीं लगेगी बिकॉज मेरे टायर्स ओल्ड हो गए हैं, तो मैं ही कहीं किसी को ना बम्प करके आ जाऊंगी, एक्सीडेंट हो जाएगा बिकॉज ब्रेक मारते ही मेरे टायर नहीं रुकेंगे, दे आर ओल्ड, they are needed to be replaced. So indirectly police is giving me the time to think about it. Or I'm grateful to the police for a wake up call. Being pulled over did affect me and it will make me watch my speed and drive more carefully in the future. तो जब आपकी एक टिकट कट जाती है, आपका 2000 का स्पीडिंग लग जाता है फाइन, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम आप बहुत स्लो चलते हो, राइट? यू आर मोर केयरफुल, यू आर बीइंग focused, you're being concentrate. So indirectly, it is a warning to you. So it's a blessing. I'm grateful to the police because somehow I had a wild idea that I could speed without getting caught and without putting myself in danger. The seriousness of the police made me face up to the fact that I was putting both myself and others in serious danger. So this happens. Sometimes हम सीट बेल्ट नहीं लगाते हैं, sometimes हम स्पीड करते हैं और जब पुलिस रोकती है तो we'll say, oh my God, what we have done. Then we realize our mistake, right? कि हम कितना अपने आप को डेंजर में डाल रहे थे और others को भी. I'm really grateful to the police for the work they do in trying to ensure the safety of every person and the family on the road. So see, in one scenario where you are speeding and police has asked you to stop and she gave you the fine. She's saying, I'm giving you 10 examples to be grateful for. I'm grateful to the police. They must see heartbreaking situations every day. And all they are trying to do is protect my life and my family's life. पुलिस हर रोज कितने एक्सीडेंट्स देखती है. So I'm really grateful to the police. It's not easy. I'm grateful to the police for making sure that I arrived home safely and walked through the doors to my family as usually do. I'm grateful to the police because all the possible consequences that could have stopped me from speeding. The police pulling me over was the last harmful consequence, and it could have been the biggest blessing of my life. So here Rhonda has shared 10 blessings for the mistake she has done. Right? It's so easy, yet it is difficult because we think it's difficult. If we think it's a simple thing, we'll also find 10 blessings in 10 blessings for every mistake. So I would strongly urge you to take any mistake you have made in your life and that you still feel bad about it. In your own time, follow this magnificent and magical practice. Think about it. Though one mistake, you have the power to bring many blessings. What else guarantees dividends like this? So आपने जो भी knowledge करी है और उसमें आपने क्वेश्चन पूछे हैं. If you want, you can go further and write down 10 blessings. Why you did this mistake? Because you were supposed to learn this. और वो सारी learning, वो सारी blessings you can write down. Right? It's a very beautiful practice. And further, if you want to go, you'll say, I forgive myself or I forgive the other person because everyone is allowed to make mistakes. Today's magic practice number 26. Magically transform mistakes into blessings. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list. And at the end of each blessing, say thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Sometimes you get overwhelmed. There's so many blessings in your life. You say you are so blessed person to have so many blessings. Choose one mistake you made in your life. Okay, if you think you have done this, you can take another mistake and find a total of 10 blessings you are grateful for a result of making that mistake and write them down. To help you find blessings, you can ask yourself, what did I learn from the mistake? And what are the good things that came out of the mistake? So these are a very important questions. If you want, you can write it down. If you don't have the book, I'll repeat. What did I learn from the mistake? Or second one is, what are the good things that came out of the mistake? And just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. So today, it's, I must say, it's a beautiful, yes, it's a beautiful practice to release so much from your body, from your life, so that you make a space for more and more blessing. Right? If we have stored so many mistakes, so many hurt, so many resentment, मैंने ये क्यों किया, मैंने ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए था, तो वो सारी चीजें can be released today if you do this practice. And once you have a space in your body, in your aura, you'll attract good things. You'll have more and more blessings in your life if you make space in your life, in your body, in your aura by doing this practice today. So I hope the practice clear. Today is the time to forgive yourself. Today is the time to forgive other people, to own your mistakes because you are 100% responsible for what is happening in your life today, tomorrow, yesterday, all the days. Right? Anybody who wants to share anything or ask anything, or we can close the session. Thank you, Pasna. Yaman, if everything is okay, amazing morning to you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
I have a question.
Okay, so have a magnificent outcome. Yes, the whole day today, all your dreams come true, create more and more miracles and magic in your life because you are a magician. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the session. See you in the evening. Ma'am will be taking the class as usual at 7:30. Thank you. Thank you. And let's meet tomorrow at the same time, 7:30 in the morning. And ma'am will be taking the class. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my experience and to read the chapter. I'm blessed. Thank you. Thank